Welcome back to L&D Home. If you're new, welcome to our channel. And if you're wondering why my voice is not synced to my mouth, it's because my microphone died when I was filming this and I have absolutely no audio, but I did all of this filming for you and I'm going to keep going with it. So I'm just going to voice over this whole thing. We are preparing for our gender reveal in this video. When you're watching it, it's already happened, but yes, we're preparing for it right now. So what I was doing is just moving stuff off of there because that's going to be the dessert bar. And now I'm popping over where the drinks are going to be. So when we are hosting, I do like to kind of declutter some stuff off of spaces because I'm going to have these two dispensers right here. I'm going to have some cups and like a little sign and everything. And I just don't need everything in my coffee bar like in the way. I'm grabbing one of my signs that I just hold on to. This is something I highly suggest. It's just having like picture frames and things like that that you can pop signs into, like print it off on your computer or handwritten. This is the old wives' tale thing that I made just off camera because I forgot to film it. But I love having picture frames on hand that I can either print or write like on the paper and have it kind of match my theme or my vibe, whatever I'm going for. So on the coffee bar area, I am going to be having a blue drink and a pink drink, and I'm just going to have them labeled. One is pink lemonade, one was the blue Glacier Gatorade, and I also, from Dollar Tree, got a pink and a blue Sharpie in case people wanted to write their name on their cup in pink or blue, whichever side they were voting for. This part is so sped up. That's why I look like I'm like crazy yelling at you. Basically, I'm just prepping the kitchen and getting as much set up as I can that's not like food items. So I'm popping out the crock pot because we had some little smokies on this day, or we were going to have some little smokies for the party. So I'm putting out the crock pot and the spoon and all of that stuff that I'm going to need over there. And then I'm also going to set up the island with all of my different color like plates, silverware, and these adorable things that I got from Walmart. It says baby. It's like they're like little like dessert trays. You can put all kinds of stuff in here, but I just thought they were so cute. They also have ones that say party. So if you're not having like a gender reveal or a baby shower, they do have ones that say party. I will try to have those linked down below. I just think they're so much fun. And I'm just filling these with some kind of color themed candy that's going to kind of match the vibe. We were doing a kind of blush pink color and a navy blue scheme for our gender reveal to just keep it nice and simple. I also highly recommend having a table. We have a foldable one that we use for craft shows. This is not a foldable one, but I highly recommend having one. The foldable one obviously is easier to store, and they have them at like Sam's. I know they have them at Walmart. You can find them on Amazon. It just comes in handy when you're hosting a party, whether it be something like a gender reveal, a birthday party, Thanksgiving, whatever. I love having this table because we can seat so many people and they can still stay in the same room. So this is what we call like our great room. It is directly connected to our dining room. So instead of being like, oh, some people can sit on the couch and eat with like TV trays or something, which does happen sometimes if we have like a ton of people, we can put this table up and it just creates this kind of like row of seating where people have a spot to sit and eat, but they can also be in the same room and kind of mingle with each other. These placemats, I almost said placemats, tablecloths are from Amazon just to match our vibe. I will have them linked down below in case you are having a gender reveal or something of that nature and you are interested. It does say he or she on it, so it definitely is a gender reveal situation. And I'm just using some glue dots to keep the corners tacked down. But like I said, they will be linked down below. If you are interested in them, they were so, so cute. I also tend to use my same centerpiece and just kind of take some things off and move some things around. That way I don't have to spend so much money on like centerpiece decor. I can just do like a few things here and there as needed. And it doesn't look kind of like blank and boring, but it definitely saves me money this way. So I'm using my same normal centerpiece that I always have. And we're just going to be like adding a few like gender reveal themed items to it. That way it looks substantial. The table looks really nice and finished and pretty, but I didn't have to spend an arm and a leg like buying a bunch of decor to like go down the middle of the table. I also usually grab like a tray or something from another area in the house that I have as normal decor, and I put that on like the fold out table, so that also has a centerpiece. And again, I didn't have to buy a bunch of stuff to do that. I'm just kind of grabbing what I have in the house. This is crazy sped up because I was like talking to you guys the whole time. Like I was so excited to film this video. I was so excited for our gender reveal. And I wanted to make it really like personable and like chat, and like, I cannot believe my microphone died. So basically what I did is I took that extra third tablecloth that I had, and I just like folded it so that it would fit on here, so we could bring in that vibe over here. This is going to be like the choose your side station. So I got some really cute buttons from Amazon that oh my gosh, I thought they were so adorable. You'll see a close up in a second. And then I'm going to have my old wives' tale sign. I actually decided I did not like the frame. So I put it in this black frame, and it just looked kind of like harsh and a little bit like out of place. So I ended up switching it into a gold frame that I had. Again, having those frames on hand is so amazing because I just switched it out and I loved it so much more after I changed it up. I did also add just some regular home decor in there, like some greenery and stuff, just to kind of like tie it in and make it look not so kind of like blank. I also realized I had one more tablecloth, so I put it on the island, and I also staggered those trays. That way I had room for some chip bowls because I didn't like that big tray that I had. It just felt like too much. This is the point in the video where I guess I realized that my microphone wasn't working or something because, like, hey, there's audio now. Whew, we are back. It is hot out there. I got these earlier at Dollar Tree. I just didn't take you with me. I got one that says it's a boy, one that says it's a girl, and then just one blue and one pink. We do not have any more Party Cities here in my state at all. So Dollar Tree for the win. I believe these ones were $2. So yes, they've raised their prices. These are $2, and these were $1.50, I believe, which is still not too bad considering Party City, I feel like, was charging way more for their balloons than that. So I got those to put on the mailbox outside. I did decide to stop by Hobby Lobby before I went to Sam's, and I picked up these straws. There's 25 in each. I just thought these would be cute. So we're going to add this to the beverage bar. They were only 99 cents each. I also grabbed this little photo props thing, $1.99. It's got like the question marks, a bow, a mustache, some sunglasses in there, or glasses. I voted pink, I voted blue, and then some lips and a mustache. Already on the strings, it looks like strings. The sticks, it looks like. So I thought this would be cute for a little like photo thing, which I wasn't going to do, but I'm going to do. For the backdrop, I did get this. I couldn't find anything really color schemed. I also thought this would be great just to have. Their wedding stuff, the his and hers, was 40% off. So I did not pay $15 for it. I paid less than that. And it's just like a gold one. And like with the baby shower coming up, it's going to be like a Harry Potter themed coming up. It's in a few months. But like it's going to be Harry Potter themed. This would be cool. Like I just think this would be kind of neutral for different occasions, like if I wanted to let someone borrow it or something, as opposed to being like pink and blue, which is what I was going to do. So I went ahead and grabbed this. I don't have a stand to put it on because they are like, it works great with our wedding stand. Well, they didn't have the wedding stand there, so I couldn't do that. I did get some of these little plates just for like the desserts over by the cupcake, so it's separate. People don't have to walk back into the kitchen. They can just grab a cupcake. Not exactly the navy that we had going on with some of these things, but I think it's okay. So I got 2 packs of these because there were 20 in each, and they were 50% off. So I did not pay $6 for no plates. A little bit more than I would want to pay for plates, but it was a nice little last minute find. So 50% off of these. I also did not show you guys this. I got this from Amazon as well. This is just some buttons for my husband and I to wear. So it says mom to be. It has both of the colors in there. It even has like the gold in there. And then dad to be for him. And then it did come with this little sash, which I don't know that I'm going to wear. I do have like an outfit planned, which is another one of my tips that we will talk about like later. But I may wear the sash. I may wear the belt that I bought. So it just kind of like all depends on how I'm feeling. This might be, oop, I'm dropping it. This might be like a little, it's like, really? This might be a little bit much for me specifically, but it's really cute. So I might just wear the belt. It's a very plain belt, and just wear the button. This is where I plan on putting the backdrop, I think. I'm just going to try and like string it up the best I can, like across here. There's not really like another space. For my son's graduation party, we did in front of the window, but we had to like close the window No one took a picture there. We had to move the chair. It was like a whole thing. And it took away a lot of the light. Like, it gets really dark in here. So like, I really want to keep that window open and keep that area open. I don't think over there is enough space for people to stand, and we can't really do it in the other room because we have like all the tables set up and everything. So I'm thinking about if I stretched it across here. We're hoping. I'm just going to use some string because it does have this thing through the top where the stand is supposed to go. And I think I'm just going to try to use some string and some tacks and like see if I can get it to hold. Before we do that though, I am going to put the plates in their place and get a thing out for the straws. And then we're going to try and put the backdrop. I did just want to show you the cupcakes, and this is another one of my recommendations if you're hosting and if you have a Sam's card. You can do Walmart too because they have stuff like this as well. I just don't think they have quite as many. But this was like $16 and some change, and you get, I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why did I do it like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 30 cupcakes. So you get 15 of the vanilla, 15 of the chocolate. And they're just kind of like plain. It's got some sprinkles in them, but I try to find the one where they really skimped on the sprinkles. For one, I don't like sprinkles. For two, like the colors are not always the vibe. So I just grab one that has the least amount of sprinkles, and then I will show you the cupcake toppers I got because there's another tip that kind of goes along with that. But getting cupcake toppers is, instead of getting like cupcakes or cake or something like made, this is so much easier. I did put them in the fridge though because it's hot AF here, and it gets really hot in the house. Our AC is already leaking today because it's like 1,000,000 degrees. So I put them in the fridge. We did get some little Smokies, and then I got some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce to go with that. I also grabbed some chips. I grabbed a 42 pack, and I just did the Members Mark ones, the favorites. So we got like the cheddar and sour cream. We got some barbecue. We got like fake Doritos. We got fake Fritos, and then like fake Lay's, classic chips. It also came with like fake Cheetos, but I didn't have any more room. So I'm just going to kind of leave this as is and like fill up as we go kind of situation, just because I didn't want to like overwhelm the space too much, because I really want it to be this pink and blue theme, and like that's blue, which is fine, but like I didn't want to do too much with all these colors. So I'll just refill it. I just stuck them in the bottom of the pantry so I can get to them easy, just as I was talking about earlier. So let's go ahead and get a thing for the straws. I think I'm just going to use one of the cups. I don't know where my brain is. Please ignore this, okay? Like, my husband's outside cutting the grass. He's drinking his Kool-Aid. This I had to take out of the fridge for today to get the cupcakes in there. It's going back in tomorrow when I take the cupcakes out. So we're just going to have to excuse this mess now that we have here. But, you know, 'tis the thing. So we're going to grab a cup. I'm wondering if this is going to be like heavy enough or if someone's going to knock that down. I don't know. I feel like that's really flimsy. Let me see if I can find something in my stash. I don't have anything that's quite that size. So honestly, I think I'm just going to use like one of these. You can't even see what I'm doing. If it drops and it breaks, it's fine. I like the fact that it's clear and glass, kind of like everything else on the top there. It's okay. Like, I have a bunch of them. I rarely ever use these. I really like these for soda though. Like, if I'm sitting at the house chilling, I will put some soda in here. So I'm going to set this right here, I think. And then I'm going to put the straws in there eventually. Right? I don't want to open them and have them get like gross or anything, but the straws are going to go in there eventually. Or, ooh, you know what I might do? I think I honestly might switch just for safety. I think I'm going to put the potted plant over there. And yeah, I think I'm going to put the straw. You can't even see what I'm doing, can you? I think I'm going to put the straws right here, just so it's like a little bit more safe and no one knocks them over. So I'm going to put the straws in there. Look at that. And then we will, we might have to scoot down a little bit, which is perfectly fine. We're just going to shimmy everything just a little bit. I still have to make the sign for that. And then we're just going to set the plant right there, because if that gets knocked over, no big deal. Yep, that'll be cute after all this stuff isn't there. And then as far as the plates, I'm just going to stick the plates in here because the cupcakes are going to go right here, and it's a big thing, so it's going to take up most of this space. I'll just have the plates off to the side. I am thinking about putting something right here just for like height, because now it looks kind of like empty right there. Just like a decor piece or something I have laying around. I don't know yet. We have no idea. So we're going to attempt this backdrop. I am going to take it out. I grabbed some twine just because it's like the heaviest thing that I have. So that's not like also like a weird color. I am going to pop this out to kind of see if it's actually going to stretch in this space before I start like poking holes in the wall and stuff. I want to see how far it's going to stretch. I was like, it doesn't have the thing where you put the stuff through. It's so sad. It looks kind of thin, like not wide enough. I think I can probably make it work. Yeah, I'm just trying. And it's like I don't want to cover up this corner because it's like so cute over here. But I don't think people are going to be able to. I mean, I could put it like right here, but that's going to cover half the mirror. It's going to look weird. I'd have to move like the table next to the couch and everything like over here. Like, so I think I'm just going to I think I'm going to try and stick it right here. So this part actually was not too bad, except for the fact that I used twine because that's what I had like the most of. And I would not recommend using twine, especially like with this fabric. It was like a very catchy like fabric. And the twine was an absolute pain in the rear end to get in there. Like I was having so many issues with it and I was getting so annoyed. So I would definitely use like ribbon, some kind of string, yarn or something like that. Twine holds up really good. Like, you know, it's sturdy while it's hanging, but it was not the easiest thing to kind of like thread through here. So I definitely had some issues with that part, getting it to not rip the fabric. So it looks kind of weird right now. But I think what I'm going to do is he should have some extra balloons left over from the massive pile of balloons that we have all over the floor. I don't want to take any right now, just in case he doesn't, and I have to think of something else. But I tried to get it like as even as I possibly can. I tried to get it too where like people aren't going to be stepping on it or, you know, like ripping it out of the wall. I do think I'm going to secure it a little bit more with like one more like tack on each side just to make sure it's like really in there. And then I'm going to turn this light off, which is going to make it a little bit darker in here, but it's still better than closing that whole window, I think. I'm going to leave this out because I'm going to need this for the balloons. This thing never wants to close. It's great because it holds up to 400 pounds, but like it like doesn't want to close very easily. It's kind of annoying. I'm going to turn the light off and see what it looks like with the light off. If there's going to be enough light over here for it. Just because I don't want you to be able to like see through it when you take pictures. I think I'm going to do that. And then I have this little side table right here where I can like move some of this stuff and have like a thing sitting here that has like the photo props in it. So. I am glad that I moved this lamp to the side because I did not like it when it was like lit from behind. You could definitely see everything back there. It took away from like the overall vibe, but we definitely needed some light in this dark corner. That's how nasty the bottom of that lamp was. Ugh. I think this would work exceptionally well if you had like a corner that didn't have a bunch of stuff in it because it could get just kind of like drape in the corner and you wouldn't have to take all these extra steps like I am like tacking in like the sides and everything. But it definitely works if you don't have a huge space. I honestly think I'm going to put the table back over here. I don't know how it's going to look with the lamp here, but I think because people are going to want to position themselves like right here and the table's going to be kind of like sticking out some, that I think it might be kind of intrusive in the pictures that people choose to take. So I'm going to try and like scoot this lamp back a little. Again, it's not going to be like perfect, but I think it will be, ooh, whoopsie. I think it'll be good enough because that means the table is like kind of like off now to the side a little bit. Put the props on there again. Not like the cutest of setups normally, but I think it'll work better for this. Also, I need to go downstairs and grab some more tacks. I kind of like that it's like having the ones at the bottom. I did one there, one at the bottom, one there, and I think I want to do one at the bottom just to kind of make it curve a little bit more. I think that will be cute. Yes, that'll be cute. We got all of our props right here. I'm pretty sure I was talking again and there was no audio. Like this microphone. But what I'm doing is I'm separating my cupcake toppers that I purchased into groups. These actually came like already stuck together. When I did my son's graduation party, his senior graduation party, they did not come stuck together. So I loved that they were already like done. Don't let your cupcake toppers go to waste, even if you have like too many and you're like, what am I going to use all these for? Don't let them go to waste. Hopefully you can hear me. The AC is on. I'm going to start over here. And I just have this centerpiece that's like on my table. And I'm just going to stick some of these just in and around the centerpiece. And it doesn't have to be crazy. It's just going to be a little like added like extra something. It like doesn't have to be nuts. I really love this little trick because I don't want to just like throw away like these extras, and I didn't have like a ton of decorations for the table because I was trying to like conserve money. So using the rest of these cupcake toppers that I'm not going to use for the cupcakes, because you only have so many cupcakes and they always give you like 40 or 50 toppers or something. Absolute game changer. So here is the file that I made. I just used Word, took some pictures from Google because I'm not selling it or sharing it with anybody. Like, I'm just using it at my own house, and then just put that into Word. Use one of my favorite fonts. This is the Corsiva one. I don't know how to say it, but I forget what it's called, but that's what it is. And that is going to be that. That's going to be cute. My last piece of advice for party prep has nothing to do with your house or your decorations or any of that. It's your outfit, because if you are anything like me, you are not going to like the one thing that you picked out. So I like to have several options. So my husband and I are both wearing navy and pink to throw everybody off. So this is one option, which is probably my least favorite, honestly, because it's bright. If you guys know me, I wear black all the time. My nails are black, my clothes are black. Like, I love black. So this is like very bright for me, but this is one option. It's just a pink dress, and then I have this to go over it, which honestly I would probably tie up a little bit because I feel like this is kind of rather maybe frumpy looking a little bit. I do have to try it on again. I have tried these on, so that's like a side tip. Try them on and make sure you like it. Like when you go shopping, try it on, or like return it if it doesn't fit. Like, try it on like when you buy it or before you buy it. Like, don't wait until the day of and be like, none of this fits me. Do you know what I mean? So here's one option. My preferred option is a navy dress because it's close to black. However, I don't have a lot of pink going on, so I got this blush belt because our thing was like navy and blush, but I feel like you can barely even like tell a difference, which means I could wear this, which came in that package, which brings a little something extra. I did grab 2 navy dresses. I liked the way both of them fit, but like I said, I wasn't sure. They're both from Walmart. One was $12. The other was, I don't know, that its price isn't on here apparently, but they both came from Walmart, so I can easily like return them. Whichever one like I don't end up like actually wearing. So that is my last tip before we show the gender reveal photos or videos or whatever, is to plan your outfits ahead of time so you give yourself some options so you're not stressed on the day of the party. And here we just have the final reveal of everything the day of the party, all kind of set up before everyone got there. Side note, these buttons, everything will be linked down below, but these buttons are so stinking cute if you're doing a gender reveal. I absolutely loved them. They were probably one of my like favorite little like decor pieces. They were absolutely adorable. But overall, I really love how everything turned out. I will say getting the color on these Hershey's was a little bit tricky, but everything turned out so amazing, and it did not cost me an arm and a leg, and I was able to have this event for a decent price right in my own home. And the best part of the gender reveal is coming up. We are having a boy. We are so super excited. We already knew what we were having. We actually threw this gender reveal for everybody else who has been here on this very long journey that we have taken, and we couldn't be more pumped. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We hope you found it helpful or at least entertaining. Make sure you check out the video and that playlist on the screen. And as always, smash that subscribe button so you can become part of our YouTube family. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.